Start. Good morning, students. The last class we have discussed what was the topic we have discussed. Inheritance, forms we have discussed. Forms of inheritance. Single inheritance. So how many types will be there? And 6 types will be there. Single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance, multi-path inheritance. So different types we are discussed. The last class we have discussed 6 types will be there. Okay, multi-level and multi-path, hierarchical inheritance. So these are we are discussed the last class. So coming to related that programs. So first one is so today we are going to discuss in this class forms of inheritance. So programs. So like single inheritance will be there, multiple inheritance will be there, multi-path inheritance will be there, hybrid inheritance will be there, multi-level inheritance. So like that the different types of inheritances will be there. So that we are discussed that related programs we are discussed. How that single inheritance will be occurred, how that multiple inheritance will be we are discussing in programming, how that will be implemented. So let us see. First one is so first what is the term? Single inheritance. Single inheritance first. So single inheritance related programs. So what are that single inheritance related programs? So this topic so here what is that here? First you have to write the question. Simple question here. What is that here? Write a program to implement single inheritance. Single inheritance. So this is the question. That is the question. So what is the solution will be there in that here? Single inheritance. So what is the solution here? Single inheritance. First one base class undali and next derived class unte single inheritance. Single inheritance you remember andi, A and B will be there. This B will be derived from A. So single inheritance. So whenever you can write this program, this diagram will be you in your mind. This diagram, what is single inheritance? What is the definition of single inheritance? You remember that definition. Okay, so then you have to write the solution. What is that? First, every program in C++ casual program procedure you have to write. First, comment line you have to write here. Single inheritance. Single inheritance. So after single inheritance after, so then header files you have to declare. So what are that header files? As include iostream.h header file first. So then another header file as include choreo.h header file you have to write. So these two header files after, then casual programs you have to write what you have to write main function and variable declaration like that you have to write casual programs. But inheritance concept, whenever you have to implement inheritance, yesterday also we have discussed. First you have to declare the class after, then main function will be declared. Class first, main class and derived class after the code will be right, then you have to write the main function. So when you are declaring the classes, that classes will be declared within the main function. You remember that point. What is the difference between these OOPS programs? These are the OOPS programs. Object-oriented related programs, object-oriented related concepts these are. Inheritance, different concepts will be there. So this one is, first one is object-oriented related concept, this one. Okay, so then here you have to implement first here you have to implement the class here. So class name I take which class I declared here? I declared student class is base class I declared. What is our class name here? Student is class name. So then here I take here private access specifier I use. Private means you know what private means? These are used for only within the class. These whatever you can declare that variables that can be accessed only within the class. Okay, so private after here I take so in that private place I declare char name, every student having a name and every student having a roll number. So I declare these two belongs to private access specifier. Okay, so then after public I take one method here, public. So then here I take one method void read student. Read student is what is that? This is the method, member function, method name. Read student is a method name. So here I read that details. What are that details? See out, enter the roll name. First name will be there. Name comma roll number. See in name, roll number. So that will be close here. So then after here another method will be there here within the base class. Another method is also there here. So what are that method here? Void show student. Void show student method will be there. That means the details will be displaying. Show means displaying. Here see out. Name and roll number 2 will be displayed here. Name, see out, roll number. So roll number means what is that? Spelling will be there here. RNO only you have to take. Then after close. So this will be base class close will be there and terminate with here. Only this total will be base class only. Okay. Class student will be declared here. Private access specifier can be used. Private, public, protected. Why you are using? You know the previous classes we are discussed. Okay. So then in that private char name will be there and roll number. The student details we are taking only two details. What are the name and roll number will be taken here. Public. Here public will be there here. So in that public access specifier void read student details method will be there. In that read student what you have to read, enter the name and roll number that will be read. So this code will be common for see out and see in. See out which will be displayed on the screen, output mode that message will be displayed. See in it is read from the values from the keyboard. Here name and roll number will be read here. And after this reading of 2, then it will be print also. Show student method will be used. So then these two will be displayed. So this is the base class. So here this open will be there, close will be there, and here open will be there, open close will be there. This close open will be here, close and terminate with the semicolon. Whenever you have to declare the class, after class declaration compulsory terminate with the semicolon. Here also I terminate with the semicolon. Clear and so then next so derived class. This is only base class. Our concept is what is that single inheritance. So we are implementing single inheritance. Whatever it is the inheritance concept, you have to implement base class and derived class also you have to implement. So here derived class, I take a student details, some more details will be there student. So that's why I declare marks class is derived class. Which class only? Marks class is a derived class. So here I declared class marks class I declare class marks. So here after derived class, this is the class keyword and class name is marks. After derived class you have to take the colon symbol, then you have to take the here access specifier. Yesterday we are declare one program, yesterday we are implementing one program. So here I take a public access specifier and I take the student. Student is what here? Student is a base class. Student is what is that here? Base class here. So once again I write here class marks class is a derived class. So here public student is a base class. Clear? So here class name marks derived class, this one, and public is access specifier. Though before you have to use colon symbol, yesterday also we are discussing. So then student is base class name is what is that student. So you have to declare here. So here to establish the relationship here, what is the relationship here? Base class ki unnu marks student class ki unnu marks ki relationship establish చేస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడ మనం. ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ మీన్స్ ద రిలేషన్షిప్ క్రియేట్ చేయడం ఇక్కడ. సో ఈ మార్క్స్ క్లాస్ ఎక్కడ నుంచి క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది? స్టూడెంట్ క్లాస్ నుంచి క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. వితౌట్ స్టూడెంట్ మార్క్స్ ఉంటాయండి? ఉండవు. సో కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాం మనము? మనకి బేస్ క్లాస్ ఏం క్రియేట్ చేసినాము? స్టూడెంట్ క్లాస్ క్రియేట్ చేసినాం, నేమ్ రూల్ నెంబర్ రీడ్ చేసినాం. సో దానికి ఇంకా ఏం మనం యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాము? సో మార్క్స్ అనేది యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాము. దట్ మీన్స్ ద రిలేషన్షిప్ అనేది క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడ. Okay, so then here in that what you have to declare here in that class, this is the derived class declaration. So here what you have to declare here, so I declare class name marks, so that's why I declare here private. So private access specifier, after you have to take compulsory colon symbol. So then here you have to take here marks int m1 comma m2 comma m3. Three subject marks you have to read here. Why? Because this class is marks class. So otherwise subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 also you have to take. So you have to use subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 also you have to use. Okay. So then public access specifier. So here you have to use one method, void read marks. Same like here also read student details also, here read marks method will be there. So what are that here? See out, enter the marks. Enter the marks. See in, how many subject marks will be entered? M1, M2, M3. So then after here close will be there. After three subjects, after close will be there. So then so next what you have to, this will be displayed. So read after, here also show will be there, show method. So here show marks method will be used here. Void show marks. So then how you can show? See out M1 will be displayed and M2 will be displayed and see out M3 will be displayed here. Three subject marks will be displayed. After you can close base class and terminate with the semicolon. So first base class will be declared here up to, and derived class will be declared here. Base class only student. Derived class is which class we are declared here? Marks class. In that marks class you have to read that marks and display that marks also here. So that is the derived class. Okay. So after these two classes you have to declare the main function. So here single inheritance will be occurred, and here you have to take only single inheritance. The relationship will be established here. You observe that this is the main here. Okay. So in that main function, in that first class will be take. So in that class you have to declare derived class will be taken here. Which class and it? Derived class. Marks class. You have to declare one object to do that marks class. I declare that object, marks class object I declare. So then you have to use that all object, marks class object you can use, object here also, object here also. So here you have to print read student, read student. So then next show student, show student. So then read marks. So then show marks. So then close will be there. You observe that here, girls, what is that here? We are declaring only derived class object. But derived class object we are declaring. This derived class object you have to use, and you can use base class method also here. Read student, which class method? And here read student, base class method. But this base class method we have to display here, printing here. Okay, so here show student and read student base class methods also you have to print using derived class object. So what is the output will be displayed, and here what is the output for this program? So here you have to write first part, then second part you have to write here, then third part you have to write here. So this is total single inheritance concept program. This is total single inheritance concept program. This one is total single inheritance, this one. Okay, so what is the output you get here? So every casual program, what is the procedure for output? First, casual program and inheritance program execute challenge. You don't confuse that. Every program casual program procedure. So first you can save that file, Alt F2 save. So then second Alt F9 to check errors. Up to 0 errors you rectify errors. Up to 0 errors. 0 errors. Up to 0 errors you can rectify that errors. Then third control F9. So whenever you can press control F9, whenever you can press control F9, it asking the values. So what are that here? Enter the name, comma, rule number. After, so here you can enter the name and rule number. For example, I enter name Srilata and rule number, for example 074194001, I enter. So after I enter symbol, so again enter the marks will be displayed. So you can enter marks, which one? M1, M2, M3 marks. 36 enter, 45 I enter, 38 I enter. So after fourth step, what is that? So comparison time you can enter the values. So what are that fourth step? Alt plus F5. What is that fourth step? Alt plus F5. So what is the result will be displayed here? What is the result? So you are entered what you are entered, and you are entered name and roll number you are entered, and marks you are entered. So that all details will be displayed here. That all details will be displayed here. So compilation time only two methods will be worked on. What are the two methods? Read. So here we are enter read student and read marks. These two methods will be working in compilation time. But in output, whenever you can see that output, so in whenever you can press Alt F5, remaining two methods will be worked. What are that? Show student details and show marks details. So in that show student details, what are that? Name and roll number will be there, and here marks will be there. So whenever you can press Alt F5, so name you are enter Srilata name, and roll number 074194001, and marks 36, 45, 38. So that total details will be displayed. Okay, in compilation time Compilation time, what it is displayed? In compilation time, only it takes values. And in result time, it will be display the output. So compilation time, these two methods will be worked. And what are that? Read method. So then output place. So what are that? Alt F5. Whenever you can press Alt F5, show student method and show marks method will be worked. That is the, so these methods will be worked and the output will be displayed. So this is the single inheritance. We are using only here one object, derived class object. So that will be displayed all details here. So this is the single inheritance related program. So girls, first you have to write this one total, and next this one, and next this one, and you have to write the output also. This is you have to write in your rough side. Single inheritance definition you have to write, and here question you have to write clearly. So this program is there in our textbook, page number 226, 227, this topic will be there. 227, this topic will be there, this program will be there. Clear program will be there. Easy C++ textbook. Okay, easy C++ textbook. This textbook in our library, this textbook will be there. Mallikarjuna author. Okay, so in that textbook, this topic will be there. Otherwise, you note down this program, total program will be there. You note down that program. Okay, so this is the, what is that? And a single inheritance related program. So like that, number of programs will be there. So after single inheritance, okay, so after single inheritance, so remaining will be there. So what are that? Next, so single inheritance after another one is also there. So like that, you have to write a number of programs and. Okay, so single inheritance after multiple inheritance. Single inheritance after next one is, what is that? And multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance means, what is that multiple inheritance? The multiple inheritance means, so how many base classes will be there, and how many base classes and how many subclasses will be there? 2 base classes will be there and only one subclass will be there. So that is also there in the 242 page and 243 page numbers, 244, this topic will be there. Program is there, related program will be there. You see, so here I explain that program. We have 5 minutes time will be there. So I explain that program. So you listen that program. So what is that here? Here also student details will be there. So like that same program will be there. So what is the difference is there here? I explain that difference here. So student base class will be declared here. So same read student, show student, marks. So then these are all will be same here. Okay, show marks, this all will be same. So here how many classes will be implemented here? How many classes will be implemented here? So after student class is this one will be as is there, and here marks class also as is there. Marks class also as is there, but this marks class is not from inherits from student class. So this is not there here. Directly the class will be created here. Directly the class will be created. Multiple inheritance program. So same will be, you have to write here. Multiple inheritance you have to write. Same class will be created. Base class. And here multiple inheritance means how many base classes will be there? More than 2 base classes will be there. So this marks class is here derived class, single inheritance. But here this is also another base class you have to take. So that's why this is not there. Okay. So here class marks will be declared. Directly class marks. Okay. So you don't take colon also here. Marks class only. In the textbook also there. So in that you have to declare here these all details will be declared here. So then after read method and show method will be same will be there here. So after you have to declare a derived class. These two are base classes, you have to declare multi-level inheritance. Then another classes you have to declare derived class. So what is that derived class here? So result is derived class you have to take it. Which one? Result. So class name place you have to take here result. So in that result you have to take these result classes derived from two classes. What are that classes? Student class and marks class. So in that textbook 243 page clear is there. Okay, so two base classes you have to take and result based variables you have to declare here. Total and average. Into total and average will be taken here. So how you can calculate a void function, calculate function will be taken here. So how you can calculate that one? Show result and total will be calculated and that will be displayed. And main function will be displayed and all methods will be used that result will be displayed. Clear? Huh? So that is the, what is that here? What is that here? Multi-level inheritance. Simple. And after this class, so don't write a main function here. So here you have to write here, you remember, so multi-level inheritance. Multi-level, second one, multi-level inheritance example program. Multiple inheritance. So you have to write here single place, you have to write multiple. So these all are same. So then here you have to, these all are same here. Class, in that marks will be there. You don't write this one. Why? Because this is also base class you have to declare. So you have to write all here. So after here you have to write. Don't write main function. You have to write here. You have to declare one more class you have to declare. So what you have to declare here? Just I write that code you have to write here. So result class you have to declare under here. What you have to declare here? Result class you have to declare here. So class result. So this is the derived class. Here you have to write, before main you have to write. So result class, in that result you have to take a public. So in that public class, so you have to take student comma and public marks. Why you are taking these two classes? These two are base classes. Multiple inheritance means single derived class is there, more than one base classes is there. So this result class is, you have to take these two base classes from this result class will be established. Okay, so then here you have to take a private access specifier you have to use. In that private, into total will be taken. Okay, and float average will be calculated here. Result, how you can calculate the result? Total, student details will be there and marks will be there. You can calculate the total and average. You get the result. So then here, average. So then after public access specifier you have to use. So I rub this program, previous program output only I rubbed and it. Okay, so you have to write total. So public after here, public after void calculate method you have to use. Void calculate method. So begin here, total is equals to M1 plus M2 plus M3, 3 subject marks, and average is equals to total by 3. Okay, so then close. Then another method will be there, void show result. Show result method. So in that show result method, see out total, see out average. So then close and it will be close here. Simple. So this is the derived class. Multi-level inheritance multiple inheritance, you have to write here multiple. So this one will be same and this one will be same, and here class marks will be declared here. So then here you don't write this one, so you have to declare this marks class. Okay, here. So after here, these two classes, after here you have to declare here this class, derived class. The two base classes after you have to declare this class. Okay. Okay. So then after you have to take this class, then you have to write the main function here. So what you have to write main function? So here marks place you have to take which one is derived class here? In that marks and student is base class. Here result is a derived class. Result is a derived class. So in that result object can be declared here. So you have to use these all methods, and you can add extra two methods. What are the two methods? Object dot. So two methods will be there. So what are the two methods here? Calculate and show result. So that two will be used. Calculate object dot show result. So that two will be added here and close. So this is the program only. So first you have to write this one and this one you have to write. So don't write this one here. These two are base classes you have to declare. So after this one you have to write this part. Okay. Fourth one. This part you have to write. After this one you have to write a main function. So in our textbook 243 and 242, 244 pages this question program will be there. You have to read that program. So which one is single inheritance and multiple inheritance, that two programs will be completed. So in examination point of view, if you remember any one program, forms of inheritance question will be there compulsory. So in that you have to write definitions after, diagrams after, you have to read at least one program. Single inheritance is very easy program will be there. So why? Because very small program will be there, one base class and one derived class will be there. And multiple inheritance, two base classes will be there and one derived class will be there. So that program also you remember easy way, and you can extra you can create result class. So that also you can add. Okay, so that class will be you can add and you can remember that one. Okay, you have to write in examination point of view. These programs very important programs. So you can practice these all inheritance concept programs. You can practice on it. In page number 245 to 246 to 247, 248 number of pages, these programs will be there, inheritance related programs. So in that if you have any doubts. So I told only two programs, single and multiple. Hybrid inheritance is there, multi-path inheritance is there, multi-level inheritance is there. Okay, so that will be you have to discuss, you have to write that programs in your practice, you have to practice that programs in your home. So that topic will be completed inheritance. So you remember girls, remaining all types you have to practice programs in your home. So in practicing mode, if you have any doubts, you clarify your doubts. Compulsory you can practice textbook, that simple programs, very clear programs will be there. Okay, so the next class we are going to discuss in another topic. Okay, thank you girls, have a nice day.